We're here at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas for the Fighters Only World Mixed Martial Arts Awards, the biggest award show in MMA. Do you have anything fun planned for this show?
Certainly. Chael is a total ham and says some racy comments, and it'll be no different tonight.
You know, I love this show. I love working on it, and Molly is a true professional. Somebody that I learn from all the time.
Finally, MMA is getting the respect it deserves. You know, finally we walk on the red carpet like NFL and NBA and NHL and the rest of the sports.
I think you'll see that things have grown a little bit yet again. You know, the amount of press that's here, the red carpet area has grown. We have some more live entertainment this year.
The first year, it wasn't even an award show. I remember Gary Alexander coming to a room of ours, giving us an award and taking pictures, and that was the first MMA award. So it's cool to see that to the 5th year.
To see the growth, and this is kind of a representation of that, is just awesome.
I was a huge MMA fan before I was a ring girl, so to be able to have the best seat in the house and to watch it grow has been a dream job for me.
And you see it on every national TV, you see it on magazines, you see it in grocery stores. I mean, it's everywhere, and it's awesome.
People recognize me, or I can just say UFC, and they know it immediately.
It's been interesting, it's been educational, and I've got to see a lot of the world. So,
what does it feel like to know that you're going to be in so early in the UFC Hall of Fame and be possibly like a player like Babe Ruth or Joe DiMaggio or something like that for a new sport like this?
You know, I never really imagined as a young kid. I just wanted to try to work as hard as I possibly could to give my kids a great future, and that's what I've tried to do.
You'll just have to be as Marilyn Monroe.
I'm good with that. I'm okay with that.
If MMA had been popular at an earlier point in your life, is that something you would have ever been interested in?
probably would have, but probably would have gotten into a lot of controversy with my teachers, but probably would have thought about it.
Tell me a little bit about the relationship between boxing and MMA and how you feel about the two different sports together.
I'm a fan of both sports. I think a good fight's a good fight. I don't care what you call it.
I love the sport. My wife doesn't, and my daughters don't, and my son doesn't, but I do.
Would you ever consider hosting a new show where MMA fighters had the opportunity to work out their problems? And if so, how do you think that would turn out?
Well, actually, we do it now. It's just a lot of these guys come on wearing wigs, so you don't recognize them.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, our show really was the forerunner of the mixed martial arts. If you watch our show, you see this every day. So what we're going to do next season, I think, on our show, is just put up a cage around the stage.
I have to ask the one question that's I'm sure on everyone's minds right now. Are you wearing a thong right now tonight?
No, not tonight. Okay. Not tonight. That's only by special request from the ladies.
What are some of the crazy things that you've seen in this city?
We have people coming there talking, you know, Jimmy Hoffa stuff. I mean, it's Las Vegas. We're open 24 hours, and there's alcohol in the mix, so It's never telling who's going to walk up.
Pacquiao's knockout was one of probably the biggest knockouts in the last decade. Tell me, when he came to and you had an opportunity to talk to him, what did you say to Pacquiao after that?
You know, I just wanted to make sure he was okay. It was a little scary there for a moment. And I said, okay, let's go to the ambulance. He says, I got to wash my face first. There's blood on it. So he's fully aware where he was. He went to the hospital, checked out fine. We're negotiating his next fight right now. It looks like there may be a rematch in September, but we're working on that. Like Manny told me, if you go into this sport and you don't think you can lose, you pick the wrong sport.
How does it feel for the fans to recognize you as the best?
It's very honoring, flattering, and it's just the biggest word is just honor. You know, I just feel extremely blessed.
What does it feel like to literally break a man's arm in half?
I think that if I were to walk into someone's living room and we were all having a drink and sit there and actually break someone's arm, it'd probably be a pretty gruesome, horrible thing, hard thing to do. But in the middle of the game, you know, why we're fighting back and forth, this is like anything else. It's a linebacker laying a tackle, rugby dragging somebody down. You just don't really kind of feel it. You're so in the moment, and obviously I'm trying to apply a submission, and it just feels kind of strange, to be honest with you, because you're like, oh man, that didn't seem like that was supposed to go that way.
Yeah. Jamie, the fight that you guys won for Fight of the Year was a great fight. I know that you came out on the losing end. The only question I have is, are you looking to have a rematch?
I want to fight every guy I've ever lost to. I want to beat every guy I've ever lost to, and if I get started with Joe Lozon, that'd be great.
Is there anybody that you're really hoping to fight over the next year?
Anderson Silva. I mean, it would be nice to have it right away, but eventually in 2013, I want to fight for the belt against Anderson Silva.
UFC 157. It's going to be the first ever big featured women's fight in the UFC. It's going to be in Anaheim. Are you excited about that?
I'm extremely excited about it. I wake up every morning thinking about it, and I use every bit of energy all day towards that fight.